Hi guys, and welcome to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails. I'm here today with Taylor, and as you'll be aware of, Jen's doing a special group swap in April because it's AS Awareness Month, or Ankylising Spondylitis Awareness Month, and Taylor and I are going to do a mix up for the group swap. But last night I came across, and I've asked her permission to read it, something she has written on paperwork from the Ankylising Spondylitis, and it says, I have a disease called Ankylising Spondylitis. Ankylising Spondylitis is an inflammatory disease which causes pain and complications through the body. Many people are different in the ways the disease affects the body. The disease works by attacking the joints, muscles, tissues, organs in the body. The worst case scenario is when the body tries to repair itself and the body grows new bone over old bone and leads to fusion. This disease not only attacks bones, muscles, tissues, joints, but also can attack organs such as eyes, hearts, lungs, bowel. My symptoms of AS include, not mine but Taylor's, include fatigue, pain, discomfort, knee pain, back pain, wrist pain, chest pain, in the form of inflammation between the ribs and the breastbone. The pain can be sharp and can feel like a burning sensation. This pain can make me moody. Sorry in advance. I was diagnosed when I was 13 years of age. There is no cure and no way to tell how far my disease will advance. It can be slowed down and controlled by diet and medications. And she's put any questions, but if you do want to ask any questions of us, and if I'm not sure, I'm happy to contact Taylor and she will give me the information because she's doing a lot more on it. Now, because AS the ribbon is a dark blue and chronic pain is a dark purple, we've had a quick look at different things that you can use for the glitter swap. You can use rheumatoid arthritis, which is one of the symptoms of Ankylising Spondylitis, is that it?
Osteoporosis.
Say it louder, just in case, stop.
Osteoporosis. Fibrilloma. I don't know.
Fibrilloma. So the osteo and the rheumatoid are blue as well, but the fibrilloma, lupus,
And
Crohn's are like chronic pain. They're different, similar but a little different shade of purple. And then you have carpal tunnel syndrome, which actually doesn't have a colour. It's blue, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she has got a line up to blue. The other thing is, as I've just read, I've told you that her symptoms are fatigue, so you could do colours for fatigue and tiredness, pain and discomfort, which pain is actually chronic pain, is purple, knee pain, back pain, wrist pain, chest pain, plus it affects their eyes, it affects their organs, so you could use those particular types of colours that represent those different things, or you could take pain literally and try and use different reds to symbolise pain, just to give you some ideas at different colours, because AS does affect. Ankylising spondylitis is pretty much a term for what the disease is, but it affects so many different parts of the body. You could do something about this in the colours to represent spinal fusion. So you can have a lot of fun. Well, it's not a fun subject, but doing mixes to raise awareness for the AS that Jen's so lovingly doing. Just want to pause for a second. Hi guys, this is Taylor's first mix ever for the AS mix. Do you have a name for it, Taylor?
No.
She'll think of a name. Is it just AS? It's just AS. They can't see you nodding your head. So that is my baby's first ever mix. It's very, very pretty. She's put blue and purple iridescent butterflies and all sorts of things. So, okay, we'll be back with her second. Now this is my second mix. This is a white green sparkle. I'm going to have white as my base. And I'm going to add just a tablespoon of that. Like I said, this is going to be on eyes because they get AS in their eyes and it's really horrible. This is another sort of an iridescency crystally glitter, and I'm going to add about 2/3 of a tablespoon of that. And that's my two base glitters. Oh, they're purple. We want them. She doesn't have purple in her eyes. Okay, iridescent purple. I thought I'd gotten more. Can you see if the rainbow ones are there, Taylor? I wanted their shifting rainbow. Okay, these are white rectangles. They're only small ones. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of them. And Taylor's just done me a huge favour and she's gotten me these shifting rainbow squares, they're 0.035, and again same thing, I'm going to add a teaspoon of them. And lastly, in the white, I've got this pretty white Mila. She's peeing.
No, she's just sitting in there. In that tiny, you know how you got the tiny little box in there?
Yeah.
She's sitting in the tiny little box.
You got to see this. Taylor might get that. I'm putting 2 teaspoons of this white Mila in. Taylor's cat. I brought in a pink container with everything in it, and there's a red box. And Taylor's cat got in the pink container and sat in the red box. Tap tap. Can you see the box? Go around that side where you can see the box.
She also sits in, like, if you empty a rubbish bin or something. She sits in there. Dad. Dad, Dad.
Okay, I'm just mixing up my whites. I'm making sure that I'm happy with the effect that I'm getting from it all.
I love a good prank. Toying is a little obsessed. It's definitely more fun to sit on the sidelines.
So that's my white mix.
That's funny.
All my white base. Then I've got these silver stars. They're hollow and then they're solid. The little ones are solid. I'm going to add all of them. Yes, I said eyes, but I want these stars in them, in the silver. Just because you have a twinkle of light. I think there's about, looking at that, a teaspoon of them. And then I have 1/8 of a teaspoon in a red of the same type of stars. I added them in. And then I've got some garnet Martha Stewart Hexies. And I'm going to add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of them. And then I've got some wire red hollow squares. They're 0.05, 0.35, sorry. Again, probably not even quite an eighth of a teaspoon of them. I was going to add red dots, but I think they're a little bit square. And I've got these red fire hexies, they're 0.04. And I'm going to add some of them. And lastly, in the red, I'm going to put an eighth of a teaspoon of mylar. Might have been a little bit more. And I'm going to add just the tiniest little bit of Martha Stewart red tinsel in there. And I'm just going to mix it up, because I want the red there in the background. I don't want the red to, or the silver stars or any of that to overpower it. I just want to give, when you see someone with AS in the back of their eyes, they have red lines, or their whites of their eyes are mostly red, so from the infection, so I want to symbolise that. Okay, so there's some green mylar here, and this will be, Taylor has green eyes, so today she hasn't. Normally she has blue eyes, but today they're green, so we're doing green. I've got some matte neon hexies in 0.04. Sorry, I've got to compete with the TV, it's a bit loud. And again, I'm just adding a little bit of them. I mean, eyes aren't fluoro, but I just want the green to pop more than the red. I don't know about the back of the dog. Okay, I'm going to use the parrot that I have, because Taylor's eyes are today that colour in green. Don't ask me why, but they are. And I'm going to use a little bit of this evergreen. It's hexies in 0.04, just to darken it up a little bit, the greens up a bit. I want sort of in the white mix that you just get, I want the greens to overpower the red, but not overpower totally the white. I sort of want you all to get the different shades of green. And this is a crayon blue squares in 0.35. Adding them, I'll sort that. And I am going to add some of these aqua dots. Now I've got some more green mylar, and it's a different shade that I'm going to add in. And some green tinsel. And I had, what did I do with them? I had these really cute little green spangles. Don't tell me I put them back. Take those ones out, but they're not the ones I wanted. They're blue. So hard when you'd be not organised the way I normally do it. Or have it set up at home. So I'm going to put in some green micro beads, quite a bit. And I'm going to put in these swirls because they're similar to the parrot colour, just to bring that green to the forefront. Give it a mix, see where we are at. Very, very pretty. But I'm going to put a little bit more of this parrot in. Little. And I've got these little green leaf shapes in 2 different colours. And I reckon this one I'll show you. I'm going to add them in. They were hearts. And some green squares. Hopefully they're the green iridescent dots. Oops, they're hearts. Good. They were hearts in red, green iridescent hearts. And I've got a lot of these and I've never used them on anything else. But to make it, these are little pearly green shapes. They're only tiny. Very similar. Remind me in consistency like a micro bead, but they're shapes. So I'm going to add, there's 2 different shades. I'm going to add them just so every now and again you're going to get this different little bit of interest. And you guys don't know whether even the camera will be able to pick up seeing them go in, because they are just so tiny. Okay. I love this so far. This is really pretty. I think it captures my daughter's eyes today really well. Just a little bit more of the matte pixies, because I didn't put a lot in, but I just want that brightness to pop in it, and we're done. Well, I'm going to get Taylor to come and have a look and tell me what she thinks of her mother's interpretation in a glitter mix of her eyes.
Just look at them.
And no, Taylor doesn't have the Ankylising Spondylitis in her eyes, thank God. Yet, as she put it. But I just thought I'd do this because she did pain and the AS ribbon. And excuse me, and she did the pain and the AS ribbon, so I thought I would show you that there's, you know, lots of other things with AS you can do, and body parts and stuff you can pick on to symbolise AS and what the patients go through. So that's my interpretation. Can you check that, Taylor? Just make sure it's in. And while you're back there, tell me what you think.
Oh. Yeah, no, it looks good.
Is it pretty?
Yeah.
How pretty. Sorry, she's hard to get excited. Well, thank you for watching this, guys. I hope you have fun with this AS group swap, and we will talk to you later. Bye.